quick note to self, a message. Your God says, learn to forgive and turn the other cheek. Your God also says, love your neighbors as you love yourself.
State Boulevard.
Your God. In
At
the
the stop
spirit,
sign, turn left onto Clayton State Boulevard. Then you'll turn right onto...
in the spirit of this, forgive and turn the other cheek. In the spirit of loving your neighbors as you love yourselves. This God of yours has committed, no, I should say, you, the people that believe in this God, have committed all matters of unspeakable evil in this world. From the moment this idea that is your God was invented, you have killed, you have stolen from, you have raped, you have tortured. Need I go on with the unspeakable evil you have committed in the name of this your God? I think not. Why am I doing this message right now? To the cult-like followers of this insane philosophy. This mind-numbing, toxic, ignorant shit that you believe. When you are harmed, turn the other cheek. Forgive and turn the other cheek. Love your neighbors as you love yourself, even when your neighbors have proven that they are pieces of shits. Even if your neighbors have proven that they ain't shit. Even if your neighbors have proven that they are thieves, they are rapists, they are liars, they are killers. In fact, even if your neighbors have proven they lack all manners of morality, love them, forgive them, and turn the other cheek. This is the bullshit that you, through fear tactics and torture, literal torture, forced the children of this world to accept. This message to the asinine fools that believe this fuck shit, that believe that God have given them dominion over the very souls of this planet to do as they wish, which is kill, lie, steal, abuse, torture, and manipulate. Those that believe that your God have given you this power and control to rule over the planet, I say unto you the following. Your God believes in forgive and turn the other cheek. My ancestors, they believe something else. My ancestors' beliefs are as follows: an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Let me reiterate. Your God believes, forgives, and turns the other cheek. Love your neighbors as you love yourself, even if your neighbors are immoral savages. Love them. This was the toxic, mind-numbing poison that you fed to the masses while you was busy stealing, killing, robbing, manipulating, raping, and doing all manners of savagery. All manner of savagery. I think I'm saying that right. All manner of immoral, psychopathic. Basically, bitch, you not human. Because to act the way you have acted and believing in this God that you so-called believe in, bitch, you're not human. And because of this mind-numbing toxin that was fed to the children of this world, they for a long time neglected their ancestors, who do not believe the dumb shit that you forced upon them. Forgive and turn the other cheek when a motherfucker do you wrong. Love your neighbors as you love yourself, even when your neighbors have proven time and time again that they ain't shit. They lack morals. They lack compassion. They are savages disguised as human beings. No. The ancestors knew that, bitch, if you cross me, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil, bitch. Now imagine, if your imagination can stretch that far, if from the very beginning we as a people lived in this manner. Now, naturally, we are righteous people. We have morals. You savages, you came with your religious book, your religious doctrine, and you condition our people to step away from their ancestors, convincing them that what they believe was demonic, what they believed was evil. And they were savages for believing in those very things that have served the land since before your savage, immoral ass touched down on it. While condemning their beliefs, their philosophy, their foundation upon which their culture was built, you was busy committing the very evil that you was preaching against, stealing from them, raping them, abusing them, manipulating them, killing them, dividing and conquering them, etc., etc. And for the ones that was stubborn, that says, nah, bitch, we see through your games. What did they do? They fought against your lies. Before we go into the details, the people, let's put it like this, let's just express to you just how much of a savage and immoral creature that you and your God are. You came across a group of righteous, loving people, loving by nature, kind-hearted by nature, open-hearted by nature. You showed up on their land. They opened their homes to you. They welcomed you in to their holy of holy spaces. They taught you their culture. They showed you their ways. And all in the midst of doing that, you, immoral, self-righteous, savage cunt, was busy studying these people and their weaknesses. You were busy secretly plotting your way into the lives of these people, calculating what is the best way that I can conquer these people. We are all now arriving at the realization that your religious practice, your mind-numbing toxic poison, was the answer to that question. The best way to take advantage of this love that these people are giving me, this trust that these people have put in me, this open-hearted kind nature that they have shown me, letting me into their homes, inviting me into their culture, showing me all that they are, simply because they're happy to see somebody else that have come from another part of the world that welcomed you in. You took advantage of that. Give them a book, told them to shun their own beliefs, shun their own gods, shun their ancestors' ways, and take your way. Now, for a long time, truth be told, the ancestors was always there watching. The ancestors was always there plotting as well, waiting for this most sacred moment that has now arrived upon us. This sacred moment that I speak of is the children remembering their ancestors who were ruthless, cunning, intelligent, righteous, and if pushed, unrighteous or immoral. Because what you fail to realize is some of these ancestors, bitch, deal with whatever you with. And as I stated, your God tells the people, forgive and turn the other cheek. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. And in the midst of all that, sit by and watch your neighbors fuck you over, and then forgive them for fucking you over. The ancestors, now that they're awakening, reminding their children, no, that's what the fuck them niggas right there believe. That's what the fuck them niggas right there think. That's what the fuck they do. In short, that's what they want you to think. While you sit by and allow them to take advantage over you, take advantage of your kindness, your love, take advantage of your weakness, take advantage of your trust, they're robbing you blind. They're plotting against you. They're trying to set you up. But we, the ancestors, no, we don't do that dumbass shit. Forgive and turn the other cheek. No, get the fuck out of here. No. The ancestors are reminding their children this fact. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. An evil for evil. All you bastards that have thrived for as long as you have thrived on this mind-numbing substance that is your religious belief that you have forced upon the masses. And in the midst of their minds being numb, you have abused, raped, used, manipulated, killed, tortured them in every way possible. The season is upon you where the ancestors' wrath are to befall upon each and every single one of you. Your entire bloodline, everything that you have done in the dark is to come to the light. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, an evil for evil. Bitch, every shit that you have done, you are about to reap where you have sown. Because the children of this land, they may not be as evil and cunning and manipulative as you, because they are righteous by nature. They are righteousness embodied in human form. So the very idea of thinking in that immoral, savage way that you think, they cannot fathom. But the ancestors, on the other hand, nigga, we with whatever you with. You want to play with the dark arts? We with that. You want to use the spiritual laws and try to bend reality forcefully and taking advantage of another God's will? We with that. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, an evil for evil. Bitch, you about to reap everywhere you have sown in this reality. See, even now as I do this message, the signs of the ancestors, they're around me, speaking and just revealing their presence. We out here. Your children has remembered who we are. They are awakening from that sleep-like state, that mind-numbing poison of a religion have woven over their minds. They are breaking through the spells of delusion that was given to them, that was forced upon them. We out here. And as the children remember their ancestors, they never left. The ancestors never left. They were always just standing by, understanding that they cannot force their will upon their children. The children must call upon them. But they, instead of calling upon them, they were manipulated into believing in a God that knew nothing of them. They were manipulated into believing a philosophy that did not serve them. They were busy calling on a God that did not know who they were. And the ancestors just stood by, because again, we cannot force our will upon you. But now, during this time of awakening, they are calling us, they are remembering their ancestors, grandsisters, grandpapa, grandmama. This God that these motherfuckers have sown to us, that tells us to turn the other cheek when we are harmed, that tells us to love our immoral, savage neighbors instead of protecting ourselves from them. I want no more to do with this God. Grandsisters, I call upon you now. Go forth. And deliver justice on my behalf, on the bloodline's behalf. Every single one of your children that have come before this one, who was at the mercy of this savagery. I still can't say that word right. Savagery. Who have been at the mercy of this cult, conditioning us to step away from you, while all along abusing us in the process. Come forth and go show to them just what true savagery is, because they know not your wrath. They know not your wrath. For as long as you have patiently waited and watched everything that was committed against your children, your bloodline, your descendants, you bear witness to all of this, patiently taking notes. Now it is the time for you to come forth and exact your vengeance on these immoral savages hiding in the skin of humans, pretending to be human beings, when at their core they are nothing more than parasites. Grandcestors. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Show them. Show them. Let the cries of their offspring be music to your ears. Let the cries of their suffering be divine harmony of vengeance that is taking place. Dance upon their grave and show them no mercy. I, your child, know no such thing as mercy. Know no such thing as forgiveness. Know no such thing as love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Bitch, the love that I have for myself, to love my neighbors that have proven that he or she is immoral in such a manner, it is insanity. The love that I have for myself, no. It is to literally sit idly by and watch you commit all manners of evil, and I just pretend like it never happened. This is what niggas was conditioned to accept a while ago, but not anymore. Not anymore. If my neighbor has shown to me their fangs, their snake-like venom, and I have bear witness to this snake and its venom and its teeth and its backstabbing ways, its cunning ways, if I have bear witness to these things and I am still expected to love this fuck-ass nigga, bitch, only a fool will believe such a philosophy. I don't forgive. No. Fuck all that. And I don't carry around grudges neither. Oh, you did that. I'm going to carry this weight with me all the days of my life. No, bitch. You not that important for me to carry that level of hatred and baggage with me. No. Bitch, we turn you over to the motherfuckers that are going to exact vengeance. The ones that says an eye for an eye. You went against my child in that manner? Let me show you just how ruthless I am. A tooth for a tooth. You chose to attack an innocent soul that did not mean you no harm. Bitch, let me knock out your tooth. And evil for evil. You sat in the darkness. You called upon invisible forces to work on your behalf. The very invisible forces that you conditioned them to not turn to when they needed action to be taken, when they needed evil to be responded to by evil. You conditioned them. Let us act in the occult arts. In secret, we will go to our invisible gods, our invisible spirits. We will worship them. We will sacrifice in their name. We will do these blood sacrifices, whatever the fuck sacrifices that these motherfuckers do. We will do it behind closed doors. However, in the public's eye, we will serve on the platter this God of ours. Forgive, turn the other cheek, love thy neighbors. We will walk in this light of righteous men and women, but behind closed doors, nigga, we killing people. We stealing and robbing motherfuckers. Behind closed door, we're raping people. behind closed door, we're lying, we're abusing, we're manipulating. We are doing everything behind closed door. And our hands, our hearts is dirty and black and stained with all the evil that we have committed. But in the public's eye, we wear white and we present ourselves as saints and righteous men and women. No. Times has changing. The ancestors. This thought has been on my mind since it was introduced. I mean, I've always known that my ancestors don't play. I had this one moment in my life where I was blessed to bear witness to a presence. Once I was asleep, and then in that sleep, I somewhat woke up. I was both awake and I was asleep at the same time. And in this space of being asleep and awake, I had this moment where I looked above my head and I saw this powerful presence, this powerful being that stood above me. His eyes was literally burning with fire. His eyes was, I'm gonna just say, made of fire pretty much. And he stood in his traditional garment, and it was African. My ancestors, grandcestors. I've always literally felt this presence that's always around me. And even prior to that moment of being awake and asleep and bearing witness to this spirit, one day I said to myself, I'm like, bro, whatever the presence is, almost like if you know David Icke, he says something similar to this story where he said he always felt a presence around him, and then one day he just decided to tell the presence, I know you're there, make yourself known. Prior to me even knowing David Icke, this experience took place in my life where, yeah, I just spoke to the space around me prior to going to sleep that evening. I'm like, look, I know you there. Something is here. Whatever you are, show yourself to me. And boy, careful what you ask for. Because when that moment fell upon me wherein I'm asleep and awake, and then now I'm bearing witness to this presence that's always been around me, and seeing this nigga's eyes on fire and him just standing there watching me. Boy, the power that was coming from that being, it was so immense that, boy, I immediately started praying to the good Lord. I started praying because it was just so profound that fear went through me. I'm like, bro. And then finally, when I woke up and realized what was happening, I'm sitting there like, oh my God, that's who the fuck that's around me? Bro. Years went by, and I mean, that thought always stayed with me. To the degree that I went back, I started talking to this being now, like, bro, you a powerful motherfucker. If you're going to show yourself to me, you're going to have to tune it down a little bit, man. Because you're going to scare the fuck out of me if you show up in all your glory like that. Tune it down just a little bit. So show yourself to me bit by bit until I'm able to grasp the glory, the magnitude of who you truly are. You don't just drop all that shit on me at once. So our relationship has slowly but surely developed, leading up to the point where ultimately, yes, I'm going to be able to sit in that spirit's presence and behold all the immense power that it holds. I simply share that with you to let you know the spirits of our ancestors, of the beings that are charged to watch over us, they are not to be fucked with. If you honor them, they will honor you. If you neglect them, they will neglect you, because they cannot force their will on you. To all you occult motherfuckers that have literally done all that you have done in this reality. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Bro, I go to my niggas and I tell them, go. That's it, go. Do unto them as they intended to do unto me. I'm not sitting here thinking of evil shit to do. My mind don't work in such a low vibrational state. No, it is simply balance. What them niggas intended for me, what them niggas intended for your bloodline, what them niggas intended for your legacy, what them niggas intended for your land and all the spirits that dwell within your land, do them. Give it to them. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Show them no mercy in your vengeance. How dare you come across an innocent soul such as that? Means you no harm. Will open the hearts of their home, of their doors to you, invite you into their home, invite you into their culture, show you their ways, and they're not hoping and expecting nothing from you. They're just happy to see you, another one of their brothers. But while they are in this spirit of love, you're in this spirit of hate. You're in this spirit of envy, of jealousy. You convince yourself that they're savages simply because they don't move or think the way that you do. I'm your enemy and you willingly let me in your home? This is the fuck shit that you do. You put on the facade, you put on acts and come across as you are good people. And when in actuality, you are immoral beast. You have no hearts. You have no love in you. All you do is plot and think of ways to rape, steal, abuse, kill, lie, manipulate. This is all you are good for, killing, just like your father. But now, as they return to their ancestors, as they return home to their ancestors and call upon them, offering their sacrifices of gratitude, of, I prepared a little meal for my ancestors. I did a little dance for my ancestors. I call upon the spirit of my ancestors. Come through and exact vengeance on our behalf. Come through and show to these savages just how much more savage, just how much more of a savage you are. Come through, Grandpapa. Come through, Grandmama. Everyone that was abused, all for the sake of this religious practice to be enacted. All those that was killed, all those that was tortured. You tortured these people and you really thought that they would let you slide? May the tears of your children be harmonious music to the ears of my ancestors. May your cry literally be the rhythm upon which they dance each night as they bring to your doorsteps the very evil you intended for their children. As they bring to your doorsteps the very downfall, the very roadblock, the very obstruction that you intended for them. No mercy. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Your God believe in, forgive, and turn the other cheek. My ancestors believe in an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Your God believes in love thy neighbor as you love themselves, even if your neighbors are demons in disguise. My ancestors believe in the spirit of discernment. If you know that motherfucker is a demon in disguise, stay the fuck away from them. Fortify your home, protect your home, and keep them far away from you in their own darkness. Fuck them. The Godfather of Consciousness with the entire squad and my niggas. We out here. The squad is invisible. My niggas, they invisible. We battle not with flesh and bloods, but with principalities and whatever fuck shit. The squad battles in the invisible realm. And on some real shit, you have no idea what the fuck is coming for you. We out here, man.